Yep. So we are going to just do pinging between these devices. Just ping between router 0 and this PC. IP address on the PC is 10.0.0.1. IP address on the router is 10.0.0.2. Let us first assign IP address on the computer. Because you are new to the Cisco packet tracer, I'm showing you step by step. One, click on the PC, go to the desktop, and click on this IP config and put the IP address 10.0.0.1 and press the tab button. It will fill you the subnet mask. The gateway is not needed because we don't have many networks. Only when we have some other networks we need router's address as a gateway. Close this and then open this command prompt on that same PC to verify whether your IP address is taken or not. We type this command ipconfig. ipconfig. See, this is the address we gave. The computer has already taken it. Next. On the router side, thank you for muting, there is a noise behind you. On the router side, we say host name, any name. I'm giving router A, RA, and then interface F0/0, no shed, IP address 10.0.0.2, 255.0.0.0. We have assigned the IP address. See, I need to come to global configuration mode to get into the interface mode. Interfaces will be by default in a down state. Type no shutdown and then give IP address. So IP address is given. Now it's time to go and verify from the computer. From the computer, I'm going to ping 10.0.0.2. See, it's pinging. I'm getting a reply from where? From 10.0.0.2. This computer IP address is 10.0.0.1. I'm getting 4 replies. 0 loss, 4 received. 4 packets sent, 4 packet received. I also want to check pinging from router to the computer. Is it possible? Yes. You need to go to the privilege mode. So I press Ctrl Z or end. Anything is okay. Ctrl Z is also okay. Ping 10.0.0. What is the IP address of the computer? .2 or .1? Hello. What, sir? See carefully and say, I'm in the router. What is the IP address of the computer? 10.0.0. Whose IP address? But whom I am pinging now? How will I ping myself? I am already in router. Will I ping router itself? But yes, sir. I am in router. Will I ping router? What is the IP address of computer? 1. See, if you get exclamatory mark, it is equivalent to replies. See, 100% success rate. 5 packets sent. Routers will send 5 packets. Computers will send 4 packets. You understand? See, I'm in computer. I'm pinging router's address. Likewise, I went to router and I'm pinging computer's address. You understood? Okay. Now, up to this level, ping will be generating an ICMP packet, which is going to be an ICMP echo packet. Echo means what? Echo request. meaning if you are there 10001, if you are there, please reply me back. That's what echo packet. It sends the ICMP echo packet. When the router is ready to respond, you'll get ICMP reply packet. What you are seeing is the ICMP reply packet. Ping uses protocol called ICMP. Ping uses protocol. What are the packets it will generate? Echo request and echo reply. ICMP, the abbreviation is Internet Control Message Protocol. Write down. Internet Control Message Protocol. Are you writing? It will send an echo request packet to the destination that you are typing. So after ping, don't ask me should I hit enter. No, you should send to a destination. What is the destination? On this PC, you are giving destination as 10001. You are saying go to 10001. That's the destination you want to send the packet, echo request packet. And when the destination is available, it will provide echo reply. That's what you are seeing, reply, which means these two devices can communicate. Okay, now you can stop sharing your screen. What next is we are going to enable Telnet. You know what is Telnet? Telnet is a protocol that will emulate the remote device locally. I want to repeat again. So on which mode you will type no IP domain lookup? Very good. You will never forget now. So question to you is, sorry, what we are trying to do is Telnet. Telnet. What is Telnet? Have you heard about anyone saying the meaning for television, telephone, telnet? See, all this starts with tel. Telecom, telecommunication. Tel means distance, long distance, remote. Phone means it means voice. Phono. Telephone means when someone is speaking from very far place, you can hear it through the device. That's why it is called as telephone. From remote, the voice is coming to you. Phone means voice. Phono. Telephone. Phone means voice. Television, same meaning. The incident that happens in Delhi, I can see in Bangalore live because it is television. Telecom means what? Remote device can communicate. That's what telecom. You understand? Telnet is remote network device can be seen local. If I want to see this router in this computer, I can do that with the help of protocol called Telnet. But we have to enable Telnet on the router. Only then someone can Telnet to it. If I Telnet now, you see, I go to this PC. What is the IP address of the router? 10002. In my topology, I've given router IP address as 10002. I'm going to say telnet 10002. Telnet is the command that will use Telnet protocol. Telnet uses TCP port number 20. What is the port number of Telnet? We learned long back. When we were learning OSI, we learned Telnet. Very good. So now we are going to Telnet. But did I enable Telnet on router 0? No, I did not enable. You need to answer my question, even though it's a silly question. You should answer. Did I enable a Telnet on the router? I just want to confirm that you know it. You know that I have not configured. I have not configured, right? So it says closed by foreign host. Who is foreign to this computer? Router is the foreign. Yes? So router is saying, sorry, PC is saying the router has closed the connection. The router has closed the connection. PC is saying the router has closed the connection. Right. So connection closed by foreign host. So now let us go and enable Telnet on this router. See the commands that I am typing. You need to write down in your notebook so that you will not have a problem when you do. Enable config T line VTY. What is this VTY means? It is a virtual terminal connection. Means it's a virtual interface through which we are enabling Telnet support. If anyone telnets to the router, this virtual interface will check whether that someone who is telnetting is eligible by asking passwords. Without setting password, you cannot enable Telnet. So you need a virtual line, virtual port called VTY. Line VTY, you need to put a number here. If I say 0, what does that mean? Only one connection, 0th connection. Only one person can telnet at a time. If one is already telnetting the router, second one cannot telnet if it is 0. But if I put 0, 1, what does this mean? Two connections are parallelly allowed to telnet. Two parallel telnet connection is allowed. 0 and 1. For me, I have only one computer, so I just put 0. If you give more also, there is nothing wrong. Have you written these comments? Now, we need to use the keyword password and give a password for Telnet. I'm going to give password as then later if you see this video you'll think that for Telnet we need to give Telnet password. No, I'll say Kiran123. So if someone is telnetting, they have to provide this password Kiran123. Only then it will allow. Next, transport input Telnet. We should say what input is allowed in this line VTY? Telnet inputs. In most of the router, this last command is optional. If you forget to give also, it is okay. By default, line VTY will allow Telnet. Right? So now let us go to this computer and try telnetting now. Last time when I telnet, it didn't allow me, but this time you see, what is it asking? What password I should give? See, I can see router A inside the computer. This is what called as telnet. bringing the remote device local. That is why it is called as Telnet. Bringing the remote device local. Is the concept Telnet clear for you? Now, can I configure the router from this computer? See, I am seeing the router here. So instead of going to the router, can I configure from here? Yes, but for that you need to have another password. Listen, are you listening? See, when I say enable to go to the privilege mode, it is saying the privilege mode password is not set. This is Telnet, no. So Telnet needs two level of verification. First level verification is over. For that, we put these commands. This command is first level of verification. That will only allow you to go to the user mode. But to go to the privilege mode, you need to set another password. Only then you can configure the router from this computer. Have you seen some people saying, I'm working remotely. I'm working remotely. Routers will be in Japan. They will be in Pune configuring the routers in Japan. How is that possible? They telnet to the router. And they will give two levels of password. So that router will be available for them in Pune, and they type everything, and then they save it. And it gets saved in Japan. So because you are using internet, there is need for two levels of security, tight security. Otherwise, anyone can log in from the internet and configure your router. You understand why there is need for two level of security? Because it is Telnet. So I'll go to the router 0 and set the second level of password. Second level of password is from the global configuration mode. Which mode I am in now? You need to say enable password. This is the second level of password for the enable mode. When you type enable command, it was saying password not set, right? When I type enable, it was saying password not set. So I'm setting the password now. Enable password. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. Boom. Now you try the same command from here. Enable. Last time it was saying no password set, but now it is saying give me the password. What's the password I should type? Kiran 123 or 123? Very good. 1, 2, 3. I'm inside. Now whatever you want to do from that router, you can do from here itself. Show IP interface brief. You can see the IP address that you gave. Show run. You can see the enable password you have set is 123. You set it on the router, but you can see it here. Router name is RA. This is IP address configured. And then we enabled line VTY. Password was Kiran123. We enabled Telnet. Right? So whatever you used to see in router, you can see. You can save even here. You see, I'm going to change the name here. Host name router _A. I change the name. You want to see now? Listen, I'm going to the back of the router. See the name change, you see that? Did I change here? Did I change the name here? Hello. I did not change this here. I changed on the remote device. It gets changed here. You understand? Now, listen carefully. You are the administrator of this router. And you want to know who is logging into this router now. Who has logged into the router now? 10001, correct? That's the IP address of the computer which has telneted to the router. How do you know that 10001 is logged in? There's a command called show user. This will show who was logged in. You understand? It shows that there is someone called 10001 logged in via VTY0. Okay. Then 196 is just a virtual dynamically generated number. That will be any number. That doesn't matter. Did you understand Telnet?